How many times have you checked your bank account this month hoping that it would look different? Or how many times have you felt that sinking feeling in your chest when you realize that the paycheck after expenses isn't gonna leave much left? If that is you, do not worry. It is not your fault. The way that we view money, how we think about it, how we spend it, or how we avoid it altogether has deep roots within us. And for most of us, it had started way before we even knew what a credit card was. In 2025, it is time for you to change your relationship with your money. But where do you start, you may ask? Well, let's first start by acknowledging a key detail: your past. You need to first unpack and understand your childhood money story. So, first off, when you were a kid, what did your parents teach you about money back then? What were you taught at a young age to believe about wealth, success, and security? What did that look like to you in your head when you were a kid? Whether you grew up in a home where money was scarce, where it was a taboo subject to talk about, or you grew up in an environment where it was always there for you. Your childhood experiences shape how you handle finances as an adult. Now, take Sara Blakely for an example, the founder of SpanX. Growing up, her father would ask her every single day, "What did you fail at today?" He asked her that because he knew and he wanted to teach his daughter being comfortable with failing breeds confidence in the act of failing itself. And as a result, that instilled in her a mindset of resilience, even in the face of financial failure. And this mentality have helped her push through so many financial hardships throughout her life to have gotten to where she is today, which is as she have built a multi-billion-dollar company. Billion with a B. To back this up, a research by a financial psychologist by the name of Dr. Brad Klontz, forgive me if I said the name wrong, but I don't know how to say it, to be honest, shows that family dynamics and early experiences account for much of your current financial behavior. Simply put, for an example, children that were raised in homes where money was scarce oftentimes develop a scarcity mindset for themselves, whereas those who were from more financially stable families oftentimes might develop a money is abundant attitude. This is how spoiled brats were made. And on the contrast, this is also how know the worth of a dollar kids were also made. And so, having said all of that, reflect upon your childhood right now. When you were growing up, were your parents treating money as a resource to manage, or was it a source of anxiety? Recognizing your early relationship with money can greatly help you make better and healthier financial decisions moving forward. And now that we're done talking about the past, let's now talk about the present. Let's now examine your current financial mindset. Do you currently view money as something to fear, something to hoard, or maybe just something that you do not deserve? How you think about money today is just as important, if not more important, than how you were thinking about it as a kid. Well, probably more important because now it will determine your future. But here's the good news. You can change it. Don't worry. Let's take David for an example. He's a 35-year-old tech professional, and he's constantly anxious and stressing about his money and finances in general. Back then, his parents used to fight over finances all the time, and that left him feeling insecure about his own personal financial future. Even though he's earning a good salary right now, he avoids checking his bank account because he's scared of it. He's anxious about it every single time that he thinks about it. So he simply just don't want to deal with it. And as a result, he overspends on unnecessary items. However, after he realized the problem and after he addressed his underlying fears that has been going on for years, he started making more mindful financial decisions in accordance with his budget. And as a result, he's beginning to build himself a better and brighter financial future for himself and for his loved ones. Studies by the National Endowment for Financial Education show that negative financial mindsets, like believing that you will always be bad with money or you will always struggle financially, tend to lead to a fear of money, which then leads to poor financial choices and just overall stress in your life. So, what can you do about this? Well, first of all, identify your money mindset. Do you have a scarcity mindset or a survival mindset? Once you have determined your financial mindset, by acknowledging your patterns, you can then start taking proactive and just overall productive steps to completely change your financial approach for the better. You want to start making mindful changes now, just so that you can allow yourself to be more comfortable with checking your bank account every now and then. You need to be comfortable to check your bank account because then you can start creating a budget for yourself. And as a result of that, you will be able to be more mindful with where your money goes and how it comes in and how it comes out. And that is the beginning of financial responsibility. And so, I know, that was a lot of mentality information. Now let's talk about more actionable stuff that you can do. Right now, I want you to set clear and achievable financial goals for yourself this year, or at least in the next month. The key to improving your financial life in 2025 is by having clear goals. Whether you want to save up for a house or pay off your debt or start investing, you need a game plan. The more detailed your goals and plans are, the more you will feel motivated and empowered to stick to it. And by detailed, I mean small stuff that you can start doing and planning to do right now, such as tomorrow you're going to go to work, you're going to start saving, you're going to cut back on McDonald's or whatever, eating out, and then you're going to cut back on this specific thing, like maybe stop getting boba, stop getting drinks, save $5. That is the specific thing I'm talking about. And that is how you can improve your plan and make it more likely for you to actually stick with it. And as a result, change your whole entire relationship with money. And so what I want you to do right now is to set small and actionable goals for 2025 right now. For an example, instead of saying, I want to save more money today, you can instead say, I will start saving $100 a month for the next 6 months. And then you can start tracking your progress and adjust your goals as necessary. But first, before you do anything financially, if you have debt right now, you must take care of it first. And I mean it. You need to pay down your debt with urgency right now. Because in 2025, the cost of living isn't going anywhere down. It's only gonna go up. Interest rates are high, and credit card debt can cripple your financial progress. That is why paying off your debt right now, ASAP, should be your top priority. And there are many, many ways to start doing that. You can start by assessing first, how much debt do you have? How much bad debt do you have? And how much good debt do you have? And you should probably take care of the bad debt first. And then you can create a game plan to pay it off ASAP. If you have high interest credit card debt right now, you should probably look into transferring your credit card debt into a 0% APR credit card. Or you can look into refinancing options to hopefully minimize your cost and the money that you have to pay to the bank, because that's technically their money. So, and then make a plan on how you're going to start saving more money, how you can start making sacrifices in your life so that you can attack your debt as much as possible right now until there is no more debt. And after you've taken care of your debt, you can then build a budget and stick to it for as long as you can until you either make more money or less money. You shouldn't think of budgeting just as a good habit to have. It should be instead a must do if you want financial freedom. And an extra tip is that you should transfer any additional savings into a high yield savings account or put it into the S&P 500 and start investing if you have no debt. Remember to start small. Maybe start with $50 a month put aside for investment or to put aside to attack your debt, and then you build it up from there. But remember, the point of this is not to make it easy on you, but instead is to make it so that you can maximize the chances of you staying consistent with this forever. So start as small as you want and build up from there. And that's the key. You're going to do that for life, or at least until you retire. Which brings me to the last thing that you should do. Practice financial wellness. Believe it or not, finances and mental health are deeply connected. If you're constantly stressed about money, it becomes really difficult to make good life and financial decisions. In 2025, you should focus on your financial wellness. You should start taking care of both your wallet and your mind. Alejandra Rojas, a personal financial expert, suggests that you should set a goal to improve your financial wellness. Whether that is addressing your financial fears by having open discussions about money with loved ones, or simply learn to forgive yourself for past financial mistakes. Because emotional wellness is the key for financial stability. Do not let fear control how you approach your finances, because if you do that, money will then control you. So, what can you do right now? Well, start setting goals that align with improving your wellness. Maybe it's talking to a therapist about your financial anxiety, or setting a boundary for yourself on how much debt you are willing to carry for now, and how much you're willing to put towards it until it is paid off completely. Please do not let your past financial mistake control you. I promise that things will be better. You can start by taking one step at a time. It doesn't have to be 1 to 100 today. I believe in you. And so, with all of that said, changing your relationship with money, it is totally gonna be a journey for sure. And it all starts with first understanding your past, then you set clear and achievable goals, and then you focus on both financial wellness and your mental wellness. If you start your journey now and you stay consistent with it, by 2026, you will not only have more money, but you will also have a healthier and more positive relationship with it. And so, what's the first step that you're going to take today to change your financial future? Let me know down in the comments below. And I wish you all the best. And also, if you're wondering why this car looks different, it's because it is. My car is currently in the shop because the AC is broken. Like, it won't blow cool air anymore. And it's gonna be in there until probably tomorrow. Don't worry, I made sure it's free, or at least it should be. It should cover under warranty, but we'll see. I'm gonna just pray. I'm just letting you know because I just don't want you to think that I suddenly won the lottery and bought myself a new car, because that is definitely not the thing I would do. I hate cars forever. Anyways, yeah, that's about it.